In this video, we'll discuss a crypto gem. I'm not talking about money here, I'm saying you have to get involved. Advice is something I don't give, instead, I make recommendations. You have to conduct your own research. We'll look at the most recent developments, as BBVA has some really exciting news. Big news was also received from BNY Mellon. Yes, they have to provide proof from the SEC. Without now ado, let's get started on this. We don't have much time, but we have a lot to cover. With Ethereum hitting $2,637 in the last 24 hours, Bitcoin is currently up 2.06% at $64.9. XRP is currently up 0.12% overall and is a mean lean 589. That's right, people. It's up 1.84% US dollars, both USDT and USDC, coming in at 999 cents. Where will the Bitcoin market cap of 2 billion people take us next? The markets are really bullish right now. Social media, is a really lengthy manner. Might observe a stall out or a retest, but we might not and keep on. Well, let's wait and see over the next few days, but I can tell you for sure. It appears as though XRP is about to collapse. We will discuss that we are currently in the same formation as we observed in 2016 and 2020, the years when XRP had its collapse. Because we have already discussed the pump and the cost of XRP, this is the ideal moment. Asia's Ripple, it's that simple. This item is incredibly inexpensive. It is not even 2 cents. This item has a lot of promise. When I first talked about it, it was roughly a penny, and some people even bought it for less than a penny. It's right here, it really is. This chart is really gorgeous and seductive. Will it just move up, of course, or could it reverse course? To put it simply, this is going to be enormous. Mel released this, Why Utilize XRP Effectively? We all know that it's the king of payments. Allow Brad Garlinghouse to explain why, though. XRP ought to be used by you. When it comes to transferring money, XRP is superior to USD since transactions happen so quickly. You are discussing seconds that the here, one type of red herring is someone like hello, I had executives from a bank. Please let me know that we won't be using cryptocurrencies. It's much too much. Volatility, and after letting them understand that, I say, okay, hold on, let's do next. Let's examine the math to show that, for a quick transaction, the typical transaction takes, let's say, 3 days, or 270,000 seconds. Trust me, did you calculate that if you multiply 270,000 seconds in an asset with low volatility by yourself, you would get 3 or 4 seconds in an asset with high volatility? It appears that you're taking less, similar to XRP. Risk of volatility when transacting with XRP. Now you are fiat. What takes place with SWIFT? Is that risk being hedged for you by someone? When you transact, you are aware of the dollar and yen. Someone is offering to settle the currency risk for you in 2 or 3 days. Because XRP is moving so quickly, you don't really need to enjoy the use case because it's that good. With SWIFT, these anonymous accounts, and all of this money kept globally, it seems reasonable that Ripple is now utilizing a digital asset. It's mind-boggling to see that people would rather wager on these cruel coins, dog coins, and cat coins than support actual technologies and legitimate businesses, in my opinion. It just makes too much sense. Yes, XRP hasn't performed the greatest. We all know this because I've been playing the crypto game since 2017, but there will always be a tipping point where things start to turn around. We reviewed the assessment documents provided by Robbie Mitchell, a former employee of Ripple who is currently employed at BlackRock. He mentioned that in the past, even if XRP failed and was not used or had partners, we were still if we reached the $6 target from our current price positions. The $to $6 XRP ratio is 12x, or 10x if we're only at 60 cents. That's still a huge gain, but there is no use case or utility. We have over 500 partners, and I'm fairly certain that close to 750 to 1,000 will use XRP at some point. We just heard Christine Lagarde of the European Central Bank talk about digital ledger technology, and we are familiar with her affiliations with Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse from her time at the International Monetary Fund. They used to enter meetings with a hooked arm stance, their hands clasping around Brad's. They would then proceed to educate others about Ripple, their software suite, and the ins and outs of using cryptocurrencies and digital ledger technology. Now that the stablecoin is expected to launch, run on the ledger, and be compatible with Ethereum, it just makes too much sense to adopt Ripple. Stablecoin on Ethereum that costs that much and can be used on a ledger. Less than that. We're currently sitting at support. If we break above support, we'll break in 2 cents. When I arrived at this thing, it had already increased to over 3 cents at a penny, or nearly a 3x, and this was really early. Days later, Ganti broke the news. On its massively popular cryptocurrency app, BBVA now offers XRP and Arbitrum. This article, which was published a week ago, offers an XRP ARB that can be transferred on 20 joint Bitcoin. It's there already. Ethereum, chill, and AVAX CAG. To be very honest with you, I have no idea what chills are, but we're talking about the paperwork and the framework, and we're talking about how no one was going to utilize it. No adoption, and the exact reverse was true at the top of Robbie Mitch's estimates. One day, you'll be able to hold your cryptocurrency in traditional bank accounts just like cash. We talked about walking into the bank with your ledger, moving your cryptocurrency over, holding it there, and making instant withdrawals. They'll deduct your cryptocurrency and give you cash for it. XRP was sending about $30 freaking dollars. Then, BNY Mellon, the first U.S. bank that the SEC approved to custody crypto, happened. Is what you desire to see for widespread adoption, and it is already available, people. This is the first, and there will be more in the future. Man Keith published this, comparing the look green line of 2020 to precisely where we were and what transpired. Following that, we shot upward, took off, and 2016 skyrocketed. It's going time. What happened here? It soared up around that same spot. The halfway point of the bull's halving run to where we are now. We've just stepped into the go time box. Where will XRP start to move? For XRP, it's ride or die. People, as in the last 2 bull cycles, now is the moment for XRP to move. It is going to ascend. It will spiral out of control, and there's that huge obstacle up there at 75 cents. What have been everyone's year-end goals? On this channel, what have we discussed? At the beginning of the year, you all thought it was crazy, yet October is almost here. We are currently at a 60C XRP, but as I mentioned earlier, we are keeping an eye on the year-end target of 75 cents, and I won't say anything more about it now that I've finished filming the video. Although 75 cents is going to be the ultimate zone and the breakout we are waiting for in this thing, 65.66 is still a pain in the ass. The time is now. The time is now. It's almost too early to say, but by the end of this year we're looking for one target, and that is 75 cents. XRP is going to make that move. Are you ready for it? This isn't the parabolic move, folks. We don't expect that parabolic movement until sometime in the summer of 2025.